On today's episode, we're going to talk about AI's role in content repurposing for your home remodeling business. One of the things that I think is so critical when we talk about content is that you learn how to repurpose that content. Work smarter, not harder. If you're going to create a piece of content, then you want to make that piece of content work for you over and over and over again without having to create something brand new. And so the real secret to reaching more customers may not be in generating more content, but simply in repurposing, the content that you already have. And AI tools are going to help make that easier than ever before. And so we'll also talk about some of the best practices in repurposing content, how to do that effectively, and how you can dramatically increase your reach and engagement as you do this. So some of the things we'll be talking about in today's episode is how to increase your efficiency with content repurposing, how to use AI to simplify the repurposing process, how to maximize the value of your content, how to tailor that content for the different platforms that you're going to be promoting the content on, how to track the performance and optimize your content, and then how to boost the engagement with your AI-driven content that you are repurposing. So that being said, let's dive right in. What is content repurposing? Well, at its heart, content repurposing is simply the process of taking one piece of content and adapting it into different formats. For example, a blog post about how to remodel your kitchen on a budget can then be turned into a short video that summarizes the key points of how to remodel your kitchen on a budget. It can be turned into several social media posts with tips and visuals. It can be turned into an infographic breaking down the remodeling steps. You see, repurposing is going to help you get more value from a single piece of content by reaching a wider audience across various platforms. And when you talk about content repurposing, realize there are several benefits for you as the business owner. Number one, it's going to save you time because you don't need to start from scratch every time you create a new piece of content. It's going to increase your visibility. Sharing content across the different formats ensures that it reaches a broader audience. It's going to improve your search engine optimization because repurposing helps update your content and it boosts the visibility of that content in the search engines. And then it's going to maximize your return on investment because repurposing allows you to get more mileage from your content, thereby giving you a better return on your investment. Now, how can using artificial intelligence help with this whole content repurposing process? Well, in the past, to repurpose your content took a lot of time and effort. And what happens today is you can take these AI tools and simply turn those loose on this process. And what it does is it allows you to convert blogs, videos, and other materials into new formats very quickly and very easily. So let's start by talking about turning blogs into videos. You've got tools like Lumen 5 and Pictory that can take a written blog post and transform it into a short and engaging video. The way this works is the AI actually scans your content, it pulls out the key points, and then pairs those key points with visuals and music. So for example, a blog post on 5 bathroom remodeling mistakes to avoid can be turned into a 2-minute video that highlights each mistake, and that video is then ready for publishing on YouTube or Instagram. You can create social media snippets. So you use a tool like Jasper or Copy AI that can then break down that long blog post into bite-sized snippets that are perfect for social media. These tools will then generate posts for platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter that allow you to share key points quickly and efficiently. You can design infographics using a tool like Canva or Adobe Firefly. And what that's going to allow you to do is pull out data and key points from the same blog post or article and transform those into visually appealing designs. What we find is that infographics are particularly effective on platforms like Pinterest, where visual content performs best. And then, of course, you can optimize for SEO. So tools like Surfer SEO or ClearScope will help optimize your repurposed content for the search engines, because they will analyze keywords and then suggest meta descriptions and improve your chances of ranking higher on Google, therefore driving more traffic to your website. Now, when we talk about content repurposing, there are some best practices. So you want to follow these best practice steps to ensure that your efforts have the best chance of success. Number one, start with content that's evergreen. Make sure that your content remains relevant over time. That's what's going to work best for repurposing. So you want to use topics like how to choose the right flooring or tips for designing a functional kitchen, because this type of content is going to stay useful to your audience and really has no time limit on it. It can be repurposed multiple times without ever losing its real value. Be sure to use your AI tools strategically. You see, not every piece of content needs to be repurposed in every format. Use the AI tools where they make sense. For example, long blog posts can be turned into videos or infographics, while shorter content might just be better for social media posts. Be sure and tailor your content for each platform. You see, each platform requires a unique approach. A blog post can be turned into a professional video for YouTube, while social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook may perform better with shorter snippets or infographics. AI tools can help you adapt content to fit each platform's specific needs. And then, of course, you want to focus on SEO. When you repurpose content, always keep SEO in mind. Use your AI tools to help optimize titles, descriptions, and keywords to improve search engine rankings. The better your SEO is, the more likely your repurposed content is going to be found by your target audience. And then, as always, you want to track your performance. To make the most of your content repurposing strategy, track the performance of your posts across all your platforms. Tools like Google Analytics can help you see which formats and platforms drive the most engagement and website traffic. Based on the data, you can adjust your repurposing strategy to focus on the successful content and produce more of it. So let's look at a hypothetical case study here to see how this might work. So John's remodeling company decides to boost their engagement with AI. They specialize in kitchen and bathroom renovations, and John's been regularly posting blogs on his website, but he wasn't seeing a whole lot of growth in traffic or engagement. So he decides to use AI tools for repurposing, and he's able to change the outcome by making these adjustments. So his first step is he takes his blog and he turns it to video using Lumen 5. His blog post, 5 kitchen remodeling mistakes to avoid, he turns into a 2-minute video. The AI tool extracts key points from the blog, pairs them with relevant visuals, and creates a professional video that John then posted to YouTube and Instagram. His next step was he posted his blog to social media. He used Jasper as his AI tool, and he repurposed the same blog post into multiple Instagram and Facebook posts. Each post focused on a different remodeling tip and drove traffic back to his website. His third step was he turned his blog into an infographic. He used Canva to design an infographic that summarized the key points of the blog. He shared the infographic on Pinterest, where it quickly gained traction, and that led to increased website visits as well. So the results of this being, within 3 months, John's website traffic increased by 20%. And he saw a noticeable uptick in inquiries for his services. So by repurposing his content using these AI tools, John was able to reach a wider audience and maximize the impact of his content without having to start from scratch. So to bring this to a close, just remember AI is transforming the way that home remodeling companies repurpose their content, allowing them to work more efficiently and create broader reach with every piece of content they create. Now, if you'd like to know more about how to get your content working harder for you, be sure and schedule a strategy session with us at Remodeling Marketing Team. We'd love to talk to you about your particular situation. And as always, we thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Digital Remodeler Podcast, and I look forward to having you on our next episode.